Contrary to what you may have heard, a lot of American English is actually pretty similar to the English of my homeland, at least as it was in the 1600s. You see, it's been said that some present-day Americans actually talk a bit like how William Shakespeare might have spoken when he wasn't being portrayed by Ralph Fiennes' brother. And I don't mean that Americans go around saying things like, "How art thou, buddy? Would thyself care for a goblet of fair Coors Light?" I mean that common properties of American English are closer to that of 17th century English people than they are to those of the present day.
When you think about it, this makes sense. The first successful permanent English settlement in America was in 1607, the same year Shakespeare completed Antony and Cleopatra.
Perhaps the most notable characteristic that modern-day Americans share with early 17th century English people is rhoticity.
Rhoticity specifically relates to the pronunciation of R. Most Americans today sound out the R in words like far, whereas most English people don't. However, back in 1620, England was rich with rhotic accents. Some actors of the time might even have articulated the R's in
"Wherefore art thou, Romeo?"
But even at that point in history, there were signs that rhoticity in England was beginning to crack.
Playwright Ben Jonson, a contemporary of Shakespeare's, noted in the 1630s that the letter R sounded firm in the beginning of words and more liquid in the middle and ends. He probably didn't have that accent.
More than a century later, it was disappearing so fast among speakers in London that Americans returning to England after the Revolutionary War noticed its absence.